хватает твоего, иди сюда, растяпа. И если был бы хит-парад из пап, то победил бы твой храм. Слышь, папа, папа, не понимал тебя я раньше, папа, пока не стал я папой своего мини-потапа. И если вдруг он не найдет ответ, тогда ему поможет дед. Теперь ты дед.
Have you clear something up for us? And this is these reports about the Azov Battalion that is said to be Nazi-affiliated organization operating as a militia in your country, said to be committing their own atrocities. What should Americans know about that unit, about those reports?
So Azov was one of those many battalions. They are what they are. They were defending our country. And later I want to explain to you. Everything from all the components of those volunteer battalions later were incorporated into the military of Ukraine. Those Azov fighters are no longer self-established group. They are a component of the Ukrainian military. Back in 2014, there were situations when our volunteers were encircled, and some of them did violate laws of Ukraine. And they actually were taken to court and got prison sentences. So law is above all.
Behind the curtains of Russia's special operation in Ukraine, a vast yet underreported enterprise is also underway: the denazification of Ukraine. For many years now, the West has dismissed Russia's concerns about the growing power of Nazis and far-right groups here in Ukraine. This is the house of the local leader of the right sector, which is an openly neo-Nazi organization in Ukraine, which has prospered over the last 8 years. Outside his house is a sign. This is Gagarin Street. It reads Gagarin Strasse, the German for street. He made no secret of who he was. He led the right sector office here in Berdyansk. This is his house. He himself ran away. The house itself is, for now, a crime scene. We can't enter, but we have seen the footage and some of the things that have been brought out of the house by Russian investigators who are determined to denazify and to reverse what Ukraine has become. His name is Viktor Plotnikov, and like many of Ukraine's nationalists, he has a great fondness for all things that have a swastika on them. His family has kept archives and Nazi memorabilia throughout the years. He, his wife, children and sister are all members of right-wing organizations.
Here's his right sector membership card. He's a unit commander, and here he is himself. And here, they say there's no fascism in Ukraine. A call to kill Russians, whom they derogatorily call Moskols.
These are some of the images seized in his house. It reads 9th November 1943, an original. There's plenty of propaganda material, ID cards left behind by this man. His son, we won't show you his face, but he, along with his brother, went to an elite military school in Ukraine, in Kiev. These are the sorts of people that were accepted there. Everywhere there's military uniforms, Nazi military uniforms. This cap, the SS division Totenkopf, which answered for the extermination and concentration camps ran by Hitler's Germany. Another one, a picture of Adolf Hitler, along with the local division of the SS, known for their brutality, mostly made up of Ukrainian volunteers, but this was all out in the open. Everyone knew who he was, and he was an influential figure in this new Ukraine that formed after 2014. He ran, leaving all of this behind, because he is well aware of what Russia's denazification campaign operation will mean for him specifically. Mr. Plotnikov is one of thousands of radical right-wing leaders, fighters and enablers that Russia has kept tabs on throughout the years.
We have confirmed evidence of 53 crimes that were committed by Plotnikov. and in around 70 more cases he is considered an accomplice. We have proof that he perpetrated multiple rapes. He was considered a merciless and powerful militia.
As Russian forces advance, many of these neo-Nazis and war criminals, they flee, abandon homes and possessions, even family. Now they have taken to threats and violence against civilians, much as Nazis did to terrorize the population in liberated areas.
They threaten people. They hunt for people on social media. They look for their relatives in areas controlled by the Ukrainian government. They threaten people directly or threaten their relatives. People fear not only for their lives, but also for the lives of their close ones.
We've seen it ourselves. Empty jails and prisons, murderers and killers armed and released if only they agreed to fight for Kiev. That or carry out assassinations for Kiev. Here, an alleged would-be assassin was caught before he could strike against a local businessman who, like many others, welcomed Russian troops.
The Ukrainian security forces visited me in prison, offered me to kill Alexander Ponomaryov, the member of parliament. They offered me a new life, new name, new documents and $10,000. I don't know why exactly they wanted to kill him. They just said that he had some relations with Russia.
Ukraine's nationalists and war criminals used to laugh at Russian warnings. They were convinced in their own invulnerability that they would forever enjoy total dominance over the country, the population, by fear and arms. This special operation has changed their minds. They no longer laugh. Now they flee. Orad Gazdiev, RT from Berdyansk, Ukraine.
Русские люди, я хочу обратиться к вам. Как это вообще возможно? Мы же вместе в 1986 году боролись с последствиями Чернобыльской катастрофы. Вы должны помнить разбросанный взрывом горящий графит. Жертвы. Вы должны помнить свечение над разрушенным энергоблоком. Вы должны помнить эвакуацию из Припяти и 30-километровой зоны. Как же можно это забыть? А если вы не забыли, то вам нельзя молчать. Вы должны сказать своей власти, выйти на улицы и говорить, что вы хотите жить. Вы хотите жить на земле без радиоактивного заражения. Радіація не знає, де Росія. Потрібне негайне посилення санкцій проти держави ядерного терориста. Потрібне негайне закриття неба над Україною, бо тільки це може гарантувати, що Росія не битиме хоча б ракетами та авіабомбами по атомним об'єктам. Цілеспрямовано знищують цивільну інфраструктуру, знищують людей, знищують житлові квартали. Тільки за вчорашній день у Чернігові російські бомби вбили 47 людей. Наша оборона завдає ворогу максимальних втрат. Майже 9200 вбитих окупантів. На ранок 9-го дня війни ми б'ємо їх під Миколаєвом, б'ємо під Харковом, б'ємо під Києвом. Столиця залишається ключовою мішенню для окупантів.
The corruption is massive. Now when Biden's son walks away with millions of dollars from Ukraine and he knows nothing.
Тікали звідти. За словами Новік пояснив, вкрай важливо зафіксувати воєнні